May isang taxpayer na nakareceive ng letter from Revenue District Office or RDO para dun sa kanyang protest letter na ipinasa sa opisina ng Regional Director. Nakareceive kasi yung taxpayer ng final assessment notice from the Office of the Regional Director kaya nagpasa siya ng protest letter in accordance with our law, especially Section 228 ng ating tax code. Pero ang tanong, meron bang authority yung Revenue District Office mag-reply dun sa letter of protest na ipinasa ng taxpayer sa opisina ng Regional Director? Kasi ito yung Regional Director, ito yung RDO, mababa yung RDO sa opisina ng Regional Director. At yun po yung pag-aaralan natin ngayon. Para matuto tayong mga taxpayers, especially sa mga taxpayers na merong letter of authority and tax assessment from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Let's start. So, ito po yung letter from the Office of the Revenue District Office number 20, Balanga City, Bataan, under po ng Revenue Region number 4. Naka-address po ito sa isang taxpayer na tinulungan po natin sa kanyang tax audit investigation because nag-avail siya ng ating RWB book BIR tax audit. So, sa mga wala pa pong RWB book na gustong pag-aralan yung BIR tax audit from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment, avail na po kayo ng RWB book natin. You may visit our website, atcbebe.com. May mga pre-templates po tayo ng protest letters, transmittal letters, and other reply letters from the Bureau of Internal Revenue na isi-send po namin sa email ninyo. Free of charge, wala pong bayad yun. Kasama na po yung sa package ng ating RWB book. Okay? So, itong letter na to, pinadala sa atin ng isang taxpayer na nag-consult sa atin on our Facebook Messenger na HTC student natin, RWB book owner natin. So, ngayon, hihimay-himay natin itong contents ng letter from a Revenue District Office para malaman natin ano ba yung remedies nating taxpayer. So, remember po, huwag nyo muna pagkakatiwalaan agad-agad or immediately yung letter na na-receive nyo sa BIR. Hindi porket galing yan sa BIR, hindi porket may logo yan ng BIR, tama na kagad yung letter na sinasabi sa ating taxpayer. Tama na kagad yung sinasabing violations, tama na kagad yung tax assessment na dapat daw nating bayaran, tama daw yung penalties na dapat nating bayaran, mali po yun. Huwag nyo muna pagkatiwalaan agad-agad. So, i-verify nyo muna. I-check natin siya. Katulad po nitong letter na na-receive ng taxpayer na pinadala sa atin for consultation. So, binura po natin yung pangalan ng taxpayer for confidentiality, pero nagpaalam po tayo sa taxpayer for educational purposes ng ating ATC video today. Sir, this pertains to your request for reconsideration. O take note reconsideration. Kasi dalawang klase yung protest letter na ipinapasa sa opisina ng Regional Director pag nakareceive kayo ng final assessment notice. Request for reconsideration, in this case, and the request for reinvestigation. Dated June 26, 2024, related to letter of authority na tinanggal natin, dated December 1, 2022, covering the period from January 1, 2021 to December 31, 2021. Was received by the Regional Office on June 26, 2024. Below are the reply or observations during the conduct of reconsideration. So, take note muna. Meron bang authority yung Revenue District Office mag-conduct ng reconsideration, re-examination for the request of reconsideration na ipinail doon sa opisina ng Regional Director para sa final assessment notice na receive ng taxpayer? Answer po is no. Check po natin. Ito po yung Section 235 ng ating tax code. Preservation of books of accounts and other accounting records. Jump na po tayo dito. The said books and records shall be subject to examination and inspection by internal revenue officers, provided that for income tax purposes, such examination and inspection shall be made only once in a taxable year except in the following cases. Letter B, the taxpayer requests reinvestigation. So wala pong authority ang Revenue District Office mag-conduct ng re-examination ng taxpayers' books of accounts and other accounting records if the taxpayer requests for reconsideration. Magkaiba kasing reconsideration sa reinvestigation. Kung reinvestigation yung request ng taxpayer na dun sa pinal niyang protest letter sa opisina ng Regional Director, merong authority yung RDO mag-conduct ng re-examination. Pero kung reconsideration, wala po siyang authority. Another legal basis po natin ay makikita po natin dito sa Revenue Administrative Order No. 3, Series of 2023. Amendment of Revenue Administrative Order No. 3, 2014 and 5, 2019. Jump na po tayo dito. Section 2 amendments. Revenue District Office and Assessment Section. Kasi sa Revenue District Office, may iba't ibang section po yun. May collection section, may compliance section, tapos may assessment section. Ito yung assessment section, 1.2. Conducts field audit, investigation, verification, covering the following cases. Sabi niya dito, letter F, approve for re-investigation. So, pwede po mag-conduct ng audit investigation. Again, yung assessment section ng Revenue District Office, kapag ang final na protest letter ng taxpayer against the final assessment notice sa opisina ng Regional Director ay re-investigation. So, balik tayo dito sa letter ng RDO. Ang final na protest ng taxpayer ay request for reconsideration. So therefore, wala pong authority yung RDO mag-conduct ng examination dun sa protest na ipinasa ng taxpayer sa opisina ng Regional Director. Ang meron pong authority nun is yung assessment section or division ng Revenue Region under po ng Regional Director. Hindi po RDO. Mali po ito. So ngayon, pag mali ito, anong gagawin nyo? Hindi kayo pupunta ng RDO, magrereklamo doon, magwawala, magpoprotesta. Hindi po yung tinuturo namin. Ang gagawin nyo po, kapag mali po yung sinasabi sa inyo doon sa letter na na-receive nyo from any office of the BIR, susulat kayo. Susulat kayo. So ito po, nag-drop na po tayo ng letter. In-address po natin sa RDO. Sinabi po natin, Madam, Sir, wala pong authority yung opisina nyo mag-conduct ng examination o investigation, tax audit investigation pertaining to taxpayers' request for reconsideration relevant to the taxpayers' filed protest letter in the office of the Regional Director. Kasi po, request for reconsideration yon. Ang meron pong authority na mag-conduct ng audit investigation or re-examination, again, ang RDO, is kapag nag-request yung taxpayer ng re-investigation. Hindi po request for reconsideration. Okay? Ito pong letter natin ay 5 pages. 5 pages po yan. At sinike na po natin dito yung section 235, pati yung Revenue Administrative Order Number 3 Series of 2023 para sabihin sa RDO na wala po kayong authority. Null and void po yung ginawang examination ng RDO dun sa pinasang ng taxpayer na request for reconsideration. So, dapat pong gagawin ng RDO, ibalik yung ating request for reconsideration doon sa Revenue Region Office. Kasi Revenue Region Office po ang mag-i-examine ng ating request for reconsideration, hindi po RDO. Okay? Mali po yun. So, ito pong protest letter natin na template, 5 pages po yan. Libre po yan, ibibigay po namin sa inyo once you avail our RWB Book BIR Tax Audit. Or kung existing book owner na po namin kayo ng RWB Book BIR Tax Audit, message nyo lang po sa Facebook page natin, Accounting Tutorial Center, at send po namin sa inyo itong template. Sabihin nyo lang po na 86 student na po namin kayo ng RWB book na BIR Tax Audit at isasend po namin yung template sa email ninyo, edit lang po ito. Just in case naka-receive kayo ng letter from the RDO, tapos request for reconsideration yung pinail nyo sa protest letter nyo sa opisina ng Regional Director, mali na yun. Hindi nyo dapat i-entertain. Okay? Mali po yun. Isa pa sa mga sinabi natin dito sa letter natin na ipapasa sa RDO, sinabi po natin na pwede po siyang ma-dismiss sa kanyang opisina, first offense dismissal, kasi yung ginawa niya pong examination dun sa request for reconsideration protest letter ng taxpayer ay willful intent to violate the law. Kasi wala po siyang authority, ine-exercise niya yung audit investigation for the request for reconsideration. Re-investigation po ang merong authority ng RDO, hindi po reconsideration. Sinabi po natin dito sa letter natin yan, pwede nyo po edit yan at sinabi natin dito na galing po yan sa Supreme Court decision. Okay? Pwede po dismiss sa opisina yung BIR official because of the willful intent to violate the law. At itong letter po natin ay nakaka-copy furnish po yung mga higher BIR authorities like the Commissioner of Internal Revenue, DOF Secretary, the Commissioner's Operations Group, pati yung Regional Director. Para ma-inform po sila na merong irregularities o merong illegal activities na ginagawa sa RDO na wala naman kasi silang authority. Balik po tayo dito sa letter ng RDO. So number 1, wala pong authority or jurisdiction ng RDO mag-conduct ng examination or tax audit investigation pertaining to our request for reconsideration. Okay? It is the authority and jurisdiction of the Revenue Region, not RDO. Pangalawa, sinabi niya dito, yung preliminary assessment notice daw was received on April 19, 2024, which gives you 15 days until May 4 to reply or pay the amount of deficiency tax. So, dalawa naman kasi yung choices ng taxpayer pag nakareceive tayo ng tax assessment. Pay or protest. Pay kung agree ka, protest kung disagree. At ang protest natin ay in writing, hindi verbal, na pupunta ka sa kanila magpapaliwanag. The protest letter was received by the regional office on May 6, 2024, considering that May 4, 2024 fell on Saturday. Subsequently, reply letter dated May 9, 2025 related to your protest letter to PAN was received. In the case of the Commissioner of Internal Revenue versus Steel Asia Manufacturing Corporation, the CTA and Bank. Mali again. Hindi po jurisprudence ang CTA decision or CTA and Bank decision. Under po ng Article 8 of our Civil Code, ang kinikilala pong jurisprudence na forms part of the legal system of the Philippines ay Supreme Court decision. Hindi po pwedeng gamitin ng RDO o ibang BIR offices, including the Commissioner of Internal Revenue, ang decision ng CTA or CTA and Bank sa pangongolekta ng buwis sa ating mga taxpayers o sa pag-i-issue ng tax assessment sa ating mga taxpayers. Kasi ang CTA or CTA and Bank ay subject pa sa appeal sa Supreme Court decision. So, pwede pang mabaligtad yun. Okay? Hindi pa final yung CTA or CTA and Bank decision. Hindi po yan jurisprudence. Hindi po siya legal basis reference, in other words. Kaya po hindi po pwedeng gamitin ng RDO, ng Regional Director, ng Legal Division, even the National Office ng BIR, hindi pwedeng gamitin ang decision ng CTA at CTA and Bank sa pangongolekta ng buwis sa ating taxpayer as their legal basis reference. Hindi po siya jurisprudence. Okay? Subject pa po yan sa appeal sa Supreme Court, pwede pa po yan mabago. Hindi po siya pwedeng gamiting law sa madaling salita. Okay? So, mali itong sinasite ng RDO na CTA and Bank, CTA, kahit ano pa yan, kahit anong CTA decision pa yan, kahit anong CTA and Bank pa yan. Hindi po siya legal basis, hindi po siya jurisprudence under our Article 8 of the Civil Code natin. Suffice it to say that due process in our jurisdiction refers to the right of the taxpayer to be informed of the legal and factual findings of the BIR. Ang sinasabi lang naman dito ng RDO, nag-file ka ng protest letter mo sa preliminary assessment notice, walang silbi yun. Kasi whether mag-file ka ng protest letter o hindi sa preliminary assessment notice, mag-i-issue pa rin kami ng final assessment notice na pareho lang dun sa preliminary assessment notice. So ano pang silbi ng pag-i-issue ng preliminary assessment notice sa taxpayer kung mag-i-issue lang pala ng pareho yung regional director ng final assessment notice kahit na mag-file pa ng protest letter yung taxpayer sa preliminary assessment notice. Mali po yun, Sir, Madam, RDO. Kasi meron po tayong jurisprudence or Supreme Court decision na nagsasabi na dapat pong kilalanin o i-recognize o i-consider po ng BIR yung ipinapasang documents, evidences ng taxpayer relating to tax assessment na in-issue ng BIR. Anong jurisprudence po yun? I-check po natin dito. Ito po, Supreme Court decision po, Avon Products Manufacturing Incorporated versus the Commissioner of Internal Revenue. 2018 decision ng Supreme Court. Supreme Court hindi CTA, hindi CTA and Bank. Kaya yung mga taxpayer, kung magka-file kayo ng protest letter nyo against the BIR tax assessment, preliminary, notice of discrepancy, or final assessment notice, we do not recommend you to use the CTA or CTA and Bank decisions as your legal basis reference to support your protest sa BIR. Mali po yun. Dapat po Supreme Court decision. Ito po, nasa template natin, ang sabi po natin dito, sabi po ng Supreme Court, the 1997 National Internal Revenue Code, also known as the Tax Code and Revenue Regulation, allow the taxpayer to file a reply or otherwise to submit comments or arguments with supporting documents at each stage in the assessment process. Yun yung notice of discrepancy, preliminary assessment notice, final assessment notice, and final decision on disputed assessment. Sabi ng Supreme Court, not CTA or CTA and Bank, due process requires the BIR to consider the defenses and evidence submitted by the taxpayer and to render a decision based on these submissions. Failure to adhere to this requirement constitutes a denial of due process and taints the administrative proceedings with invalidity. Kaya mali po yung sinasabi ng RDO dito, citing the CTA or CTA and bank decision na kapag nag-file yung taxpayer ng protest letter against the preliminary assessment notice, baliwala lang yun, mag-i-issue lang kami ng final assessment notice kasi yung final assessment notice, yun yung assessment notice na ipinapasa ng BIR sa taxpayer. Mali po yun. Pag nagpasa po ng protest letter yung taxpayer sa notice of discrepancy, dapat po i-consider nyo yun. Pati po yung mga documents and evidences na sinabit ng taxpayer as attachment or support dun sa protest letter na sinabit ng taxpayer. Tapos yung i-issue po ng BIR na preliminary assessment notice, dapat nag-reflect na doon yung kanilang sagot doon sa pinasang protest letter ng taxpayer doon sa notice of discrepancy. Hindi pwedeng i-copy-furnish lang ng BIR, copy-paste lang ng BIR yung tax assessment ng notice of discrepancy sa preliminary assessment notice without considering the defenses and evidences submitted by the taxpayer at the stage of notice of discrepancy. Ba't ka pa nagkaroon ng notice of discrepancy kung ayaw mo pala tanggapin yung protest, defenses, documents na sinabit ng taxpayer? Right? Dito naman sa preliminary assessment notice, pag nagpasa yung taxpayer ng protest letter with documents and evidences as support dun sa protest letter, hindi po pwedeng i-copy-paste lang ulit ng regional director yung assessment sa final assessment notice galing sa preliminary assessment notice without considering the defenses and evidences submitted by the taxpayer in support of his, her, or its protest against the preliminary assessment notice. So, dapat po yung i-issue na final assessment notice ni regional director or any BIR offices ay dapat nag-reflect na po doon yung sagot niya doon sa pinal na protest ng taxpayer sa preliminary assessment notice. Hindi po pwedeng copy-paste lang. Okay? Otherwise, that is a clear violation of taxpayers' right to due process, as clearly and expressly cited by the Supreme Court in its decision in Avon Manufacturing Incorporated versus the Commissioner of Internal Revenue, Supreme Court decision, not CTA or CTA and Bank. Therefore, this is a legal basis reference na dapat pong sundin ng any BIR offices na may assessment function. Lalo na po yung RDO and Regional Director. Isa pang maling sinasite ng BIR offices in the conduct of their tax audit investigation and issuance of the tax assessment is yung sinasite nilang International Financial Reporting Standards. 2015 Section 23 Revenue. Mali po yun. Hindi po batas yung Philippine Financial Reporting Standards or International Financial Reporting Standards sa taxation sa Pilipinas. Hindi po yun batas. Ang batas po sa pagbubuwis sa Pilipinas ay makikita po sa 1997 National Internal Revenue Code as amended. So mali po yung sinasabi ng BIR offices, RDO, Regional Director, or any other BIR offices citing the Philippine Financial Reporting Standard or International Financial Reporting Standards as their legal basis reference sa taxation. Mali po yun. Dapat po ang sinasite nila ay yung mga section ng tax code, revenue issuances, tsaka Supreme Court decision. Kasi yun po yung source of law natin pagdating sa Philippine taxation. Hindi po Philippine Financial Reporting Standards. Okay? Mali po yun. Ito pa. Furthermore, citing the CTA case number 9164, mali na naman po ito, madam. Hindi nga po si jurisprudence ang CTA decision or CTA and bank decision. Hindi nyo po pwedeng gamitin as jurisprudence or legal basis reference yung mga CTA decision or CTA and bank decision kasi hindi yan binding, hindi yan enforceable sa aming mga taxpayers. Kasi hindi po yan jurisprudence under po ng Article 8 of the Civil Code. Ang jurisprudence po ay Supreme Court kasi yun po yung final na. Kasi yung CTA decision nga, yung CTA and bank decision, subject pa po yan sa appeal sa Supreme Court decision kaya hindi pa yan final sa aming mga taxpayers. In summary, wala pong authority ang Revenue District Office mag-conduct ng examination or tax audit investigation ng request for reconsideration ng taxpayer na ipinail sa opisina ng Regional Director. Okay? Ang meron pong authority ay yung opisina mismo ng Revenue Region mag-conduct ng reconsideration tax examination. Pero kung request for re-investigation, pwede naman mag-conduct yung RDO. Re-investigation, hindi po reconsideration. Pangalawa, pag nakakita kayo ng CTA decision or CTA and bank decision na sinasite ng BIR sa kanilang letter sa ating mga taxpayer, mali po yun. Hindi po yung jurisprudence. Pwede nyo po i-cite yung Article 8 ng Civil Code natin na hindi po jurisprudence yun, hindi po yun batas sa Philippine taxation natin. Okay? Pangatlo, Philippine Financial Reporting Standards, International Financial Reporting Standards ay hindi po batas sa pagbubuwis. Hindi po yung source of law sa pagbubuwis natin. So pag nakita nyo po yung mga defects na yon sa BIR letter na na-receive nyo from the BIR office o RDO o Regional Director, sumulat kayo. At meron na nga po tayong template sa reply letter sa RDO. Ito po yung template letter natin. This is 5 pages. At sinasabi nga po natin sa RDO na wala po siyang authority mag-conduct ng tax audit investigation o re-examination for the request for reconsideration ng protest letter ng taxpayer na sinabit sa Regional Director. Kasi hindi yun re-investigation. Magkaiba ang re-investigation sa reconsideration natin. Okay? So, itong template po natin ay free of charge na po yan. Isasubmit po namin sa email ninyo once you avail our RWB book. This more than 600 pages yata. Kung na nagkakamali. Yeah, more than 600 pages RWB book natin. Pag-aaralan po natin dito yung step-by-step ng tax audit investigation and assessment from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment. May mga tutorial videos tayo dito to explain step-by-step kasi hindi nyo ito babasahin para pag-aralan na ma-access nyo lang exclusively on our website hcbebe.com using your RWB book number inside our RWB book. Plus, meron pa tayong mga templates ng ating protest letter, transmittal letter, reply letter na isa-send po namin sa email ninyo once you avail our RWB book. Na-edit po yun, Microsoft Word copy po yun. Na-edit po siya. And meron po tayong support sa mga RWB book owner natin ng BIR tax audit. Kagaya po neto, meron kayo na-receive na BIR letter. Pwede nyo po i-submit sa amin, pwede nyo po ipakita para mabigyan po namin kayo ng tamang tax remedies. Kasi ang naiisip ng mga taxpayers lagi, makipag-usap dun sa RDO, Regional Director, kung sino man yung sumulat sa kanila para solusyonan yung problema nila. Mali po yun. Hindi po ay tutulungan ng BIR offices na sumulat sa inyo para solusyonan yung problema ninyo. Sila mismo yung nagbigay sa atin ng problema, tax problem. Hindi tayo tutulungan nun para solusyonan yung problema natin. Tayong taxpayer ang susolusyon doon sa problema natin. Okay? Kung hindi nyo nga alam, mag-invest kayo sa knowledge nyo. Mag-aral kayo. Hindi na po pwede ngayon yung aanga-anga o wala tayong alam sa Philippine taxation. Dapat po meron tayong alam, lalo na kung nag-grow yung business ninyo. Para hindi nag-suffer yung ating business every time nakaka-receive tayo ng letter from the BIR, informing us of our violation, penalties, tax assessment na mali-mali naman pala. Kaya lang, hindi mo naman malalaman yun na tama o mali kung hindi ka nag-aaral. So, mag-aaral po tayo. Okay? So, investment fee po natin is 9,999 only. Free shipping po tayo in the Philippines. Plus, meron tayong templates ng letter, protest letters, transmittal letter, other BIR letters, reply letters na isasend namin sa email ninyo. You have the support and you have the exclusive videos to explain step-by-step yung ating contents ng RWB book. Hindi nyo siya babasahin para pag-aralan. I-explain namin siya sa inyo step-by-step. Okay? Naliwanag po ba? Sana ay marami kayo natutunan sa ating topic today. And if you want to learn more, please visit our YouTube channel, Accounting Tutorial Center, and Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center. Marami po tayong na-upload ng mga free HEC videos and tax updates para po sa BIR tax compliance. Maraming salamat po. Kita-kits po tayo sa mga other helpful videos natin. Follow us for more updates po. Bye-bye! Thank you po!